Hello, my name is Roger. Spam, phishing, spear phishing. It's how the bad guys use and what they use to target us, to make us more vulnerable and more accessible to them. So how do you do? We all know we get spam, everybody gets spam, but what's phishing, what's spear phishing? Well, spam originally started about 15 years ago, and we had Viagra Nigerian princes. We then started getting phishing attacks. This is where the bad guys really got involved, and they started putting bait into emails, which was literally click on the link and you can get something. Spear phishing is a progression of phishing, but it takes into account making that email so much more accurate, as well as not being able to differentiate between a real email and a spear phishing email. And that information has been gleaned from the internet, from your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Twitter, all of those things that you're interested in doing. So how do you stop receiving spam? Well, one of the best things you can do is never reply to a spam email. Because what you do by replying is qualify your email address. The other thing is, do not indiscriminately post your email address or have it visible on websites. Another way you can track spam is use different addresses. If you have a domain and you have access to that email component of your domain, use different email addresses. Facebook @mydomain.com or whatever the name of it is. Because it does two things. One, you can track where it's going, but also you can track if someone else has sold your email address to someone else. And then on top of that, the last thing you can do is use a spam filter. And a spam filter literally takes out 90% of the dedicated spam that is there. What do you need to check in a suspected spam email? Well, have a look at the header. Where did it come from? How did it get to you? And also think, how did they get my email address? ATO, Australia Post. They never send you banks. They never send you an email asking for information. But if your system is compromised and you start sending out spam, because some of the viruses that you can contract will do that, you will then end up being virus checked going outbound. So the email that you're sending to other people is then totally visible to being organised by people who are out there making sure that spam is not a problem. But you can also end up on a blacklist as well. And by ending up on a blacklist means that you cannot send email to people who use that blacklist to protect themselves. On top of that, if someone has been compromised or you have been compromised and you are sending out emails and they are coming back as bounced, then you should have a look at what the bounce message is saying. Caught by spam filter is a good indication that you may have a problem. And if those things happen, you then have to do the work to make sure you are removed from those anti-spam systems. Thank you very much.